Yes, hello students, welcome back. So we already saw in the previous lecture about the deployment models, the service models, that is the cloud services, and the essential characteristics we've already studied in the first unit. So these are the main components for the cloud computing environment. It will have methods by which I'm deploying the different types of clouds. I'm providing the different services. Whenever I'm providing, I'll follow all these essential characteristics. That is on-demand self-service, broad network access, rapid elasticity, measured service, that is metered and billing, and resource pooling with minimal management effort. So now what is our understanding is somebody has to take care of coordinating all this. All this should run very smoothly and it should be coordinated in the right manner. So in order to do this, to coordinate and run this in a manner, there has been a consortium to bring about rules and regulations. Okay, so that is all about this NIST Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. So this particular institute, National Institute of Standards and Technology, which was designed by the Federal Chief Information Officer with the technical leadership for US government agency. So they have brought about this NIST Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. And the main purpose of this is it relates to the adoption and development of cloud computing standards. Now many people are going to be using. So we have to bring about a particular standard. Otherwise everybody will be doing what they want. It shouldn't be that. So they have brought about some standards. And the goal is to accelerate the federal government's adoption of secure and effective cloud computing to reduce cost and improve services. So everybody should be providing a uniform security, effective cloud computing, reduced cost and improved service. So these are the very important terminologies which they have concentrated and they have come up with this. And they have created working groups. So all these working groups together work together and they then and there take care of monitoring the cloud service providers, whether they are going by the rules set by this architecture design and so on. So you have cloud computing target business use cases working group, then reference architecture and taxonomy working group, standards roadmap working group, and so on. So you have all these groups. So we don't need to learn much about these groups, just need to know that this architecture was coined by this particular group and on a daily basis these people are working to maintain and ensure that the cloud computing technology is going on fine all over the world. So mainly it is accepted as a valuable contribution. Everybody is very happy with this setup because it is giving a clear understanding of cloud computing technologies and the services. Then it is providing a simple and unambiguous taxonomy. See, we told about these three services: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So they want everybody to have a clear understanding and a clear meaning. Software as a service means this is it. So like that, definite definition for each of them. So they have coined definitions which are unambiguous. Then it summarizes 4 deployment models. I already showed you the private cloud, community cloud, public cloud and hybrid cloud. So there is no fifth type of cloud. Nobody can go and create new types. You have to either go among these 5 types. And any cloud computing environment should essentially provide all these essential characteristics. None of them should be missed out. So the objectives of this NIST model is to ensure that these things are taken care. The services are provided, the deployment models are correct, and these essential features are provided. So with this in mind, we will see the NIST Cloud Computing Reference Architecture. So this is the architecture given by them. So you can see some 5 important blocks. That is the cloud consumer, cloud provider, cloud auditor, cloud broker, and finally the cloud carrier. So we will be studying each of them in detail. Consumer, you know very well, the user. And provider is one who's giving us the services. So you can see it is having all the things inside it. See, service orchestration, service layer, that is IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. And then it is providing the control layer, something like your VMM. VMM is going to come and sit here, resource abstraction and control layer. And physical layer is having all your physical resources. And then we talked about the other layers, management layer, security, privacy. So all this is provided by the cloud provider. And broker we will study in detail little later. So just remember there is a broker available. And auditor also, like any other terminology, auditor is a person who is going to provide audit. So this also, all these features we will study in detail. And cloud carrier, he is going to carry the information between the people. So some 4 people are here, and this is going to work in between to enable interaction between the 4 people. So these 5 components are otherwise called as the major actors of cloud computing architecture. The cloud consumer, provider, broker, carrier, and auditor. So we'll stop here and continue in the next lecture, wherein we will see the detailed description about each of these actors.